We're running out of time in Ubarak. How far are we from the exit?
Not far. We have entered the Upper Kingdom. The exit should lead us to the base of the glacier itself. However, there are still hidden traps and pitfalls to account for.
Take cover!
Arthas!
The entire passage collapsed. There's no time to dig through this. I'll have to move quickly and find my own way out. Hopefully Anubarak and the others survived. At last. Finally. I'll be singed if I get too close to those flames. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. I'll need this gold for when I reach the glacier. At last. You will know endless torment. Finally. More of the Nerubians' blasted mechanisms. I'll have to time this perfectly. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. At last. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Another quake? For the Lich King. At last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. At last. This is more like it. Speak, fool. Finally. Finally. At last. I'll make sure you suffer. Your pain shall be legendary. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. At last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. At last. Finally. This is more like it.
Our hero has been killed.
Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. At last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. At last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. I must find a way across this strange obstacle. At last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. At last. Finally. Now, Frostmourne. You will know endless torment. This is more like it. This is more like it. At last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. At last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Finally. Anubrak, you made it.
I see now why the Lich King chose you as his champion, Death Knight. Few men could have survived this labyrinth alone.
Frostmourne hungers. What is it now?
Another earthquake. We must hurry, Death Knight.
Tread lightly. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Your pain shall be legendary. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Something's breaking through. Defensive positions! Last. Tread lightly. Finally. Our forces are under attack. What is it now? This is more like it.
Time is fleeting.
Speak, fool. I'll make sure you suffer. This is more like it. No one orders me around. For the Lich King, tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
We're running out of time. We must find the exit.
At last.
They're blocking the way to the exit. We'll have to fight our way through them to reach it.
Speak.
I cannot be matched. Feel the venom of
Speak, fool.
I have heard the summons.
What is it now? Ah, at last.
I have heard the summons.
Tread lightly. This is more like it. No one orders me around.
Time is fleeting.
No one orders me around. What is it now? Ah, at last.
Now quickly, head through that door. The exit to the surface lies just beyond.
It'll be good to see the sun again.
Remember, Illidan and the true battle still await us in the world above. Hopefully our trek through the Dark Earth bought us the precious time we needed.